Welcome back to our channel Respect Education. Now we see exercise 11.1, in which question number 1. In a right angle triangle ABC, 8 centimeter, 15 centimeter and 17 centimeter are the lengths of AB. Means here 8 centimeter is for AB. Is it clear? That means AB is of 8 centimeter, BC is of
15 centimeters
and CA is of
17 centimeters.
respectively. Respectively means we have to follow the same order here and here also. Then find out sin A, cos A and tan A. First, before starting the problem, we need to draw a right angle triangle. So here let us draw a right angle triangle ABC. Right angle that we do not know it. Is it given here? It is not given. How to fix the right angle? Here you see, observe, this is what? CA. Say loudly, that is what? CA. Here CA is how much?
17 centimeters.
Out of these three, is it the longest one? Right? So here AC should be 17 centimeter. AC should be?
17 centimeters.
That means AC is the longest value, longest side. So AC is the hypotenuse. Is it clear? So that means if A here, C here, or if A here, C here, then right angle will come at B definitely. Clear? Now, okay, now here we can write either A or C. Here also A or C. Here you see in these two, this is somehow looking shorter. So better this first value AB can be given here. So let us write A here. This is A. This is C. Clear? And according to the problem, it will be again small difficult, because here you see as you need sin A. But always you should see the problem from this side. You don't be confused. If you get confused, means better you can write A here or C there, so that you can solve the problem sin A, cos A, tan A. You will be standing here, so clearly you can understand this is the opposite side. Here opposite side is AB. If you write here theta. I understand what I am saying? For example, here A is given here, so you have to stand there. Now if you are standing at A, what is the opposite side? BC. What is adjacent side? AB. What is hypotenuse? AC. Clear? Suppose if you have any difficulty, better you can write A here, C there, then you will be standing here. That will be easy for you to find out the opposite, adjacent and hypotenuse. In this also it is easy only. It's not all difficult. Okay, let us continue. Now here AB is 8 centimeter. So here I am writing this as 8 centimeter. Next BC as 15 centimeter and AC is 17 centimeter. Clear? Here, do we need to apply Pythagoras theorem?
No.
No need. Why? Because
All sides.
here all the three sides are known to us. They are given clearly. So we need not to go for the Pythagoras theorem at all. So let us start solving the problem directly. As you see here, the theta is A. That means you just imagine that you are here. You are at A. Where are you?
A.
At A. If you are at A, what is the opposite side?
BC.
BC. So here I am writing clearly, this is opposite side to theta. Here theta means A. Right. So here you are standing here, what is the adjacent side?
AB.
AB. So here I am writing adjacent side. And this is called
Hypotenuse.
hypotenuse. Okay. Now here let us start solving the problem. First, what is required? Sin A is required. Sin A. What is the formula of sin A?
Opposite side to theta by hypotenuse.
Opposite side to theta. Theta means here you understand A is there. So you should write opposite side to A by hypotenuse. For example, if you are habituated to say opposite side to theta, simple, you can write here theta. No problem. So you write here a formula opposite side to theta only. Right? Okay, whatever it is. What is opposite side here? 15 centimeter. So you can write 15 by hypotenuse is 17 centimeter. So here first bit is over. Sin A is 15 by 17. First bit over. Now second bit is cos A. Right. What is the formula of cos A? Adjacent side to theta or to A, whatever it is, by hypotenuse. So let us substitute values. Here what is adjacent side? 8 centimeter. So we can write 8 by 17. Actually centimeter they get cancelled. Okay. So here this is the value of cos A. So second bit is also over. Now only one is left to find. What is that? Tan A. So here what is tan A formula? Opposite side to theta. Here theta means A by adjacent side to theta. Theta means here A. So let us write here values. What is opposite side? 15. 15 by what is adjacent side? 8. So here finally we got tan A is equal to 15 by 8. Clear? So third bit also over. Here I would like to ask you a small question. The question is that, is there any other way for finding tan A without this formula? Is there any other way? Can anyone say?
1 by 4.
Okay, I will give you a clue. By using sin A value and cos A value? Yes.
Yes, sir. Hypotenuse get cancelled.
Okay, then?
Then
Opposite side.
Yes. When they will get cancelled? If you do sin A by?
By cos A.
Yes. So, after finding sin A cos A, we have another way for finding tan A. Clear? Tan A can be written as sin A by cos A. So here sin A value, what is the value of sin A? 15 by 17 by 8 by 17. So let us simplify 15 by 17 into, this will be reciprocal, 17 by 8. Now here on cancellation 17 and 17 we get here 15 by 8. So tan A is 15 by
8.
Here also tan A is
15 by 8.
that means after finding sin A and cos A, without using formula, in other way also we can find tan A. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, now we will see question number 2. The sides of a right angle triangle PQR are PQ is equal to 7 centimeter, QR equal to 25 centimeter, angle P equal to 90 degrees respectively. Then find tan Q minus tan R. So here first let us draw a triangle, right angle at P. So here this is the position of P, and what about Q and R? We can take, if we take Q here, then R here. If not, if you take Q here, you can take R there. Is it clear? Now let us write the given values here. PQ is 7 centimeter. This is 7 centimeter. And QR is 25. QR means hypotenuse is 25. So here angle P is 90. We have written what is given. What to find tan Q minus tan R. Okay, here. Which side is not known for us?
Adjacent side, PR.
We can't say that is adjacent side because for angular it is adjacent. For angle Q it is opposite. Is it clear? So that's why you should not say strictly that is adjacent side. So which side is not known? PR is not known. So which kind of triangle it is?
Right angle triangle.
Which theorem can be applied?
Pythagoras theorem.
Why to apply?
We know only two sides.
Yes, it is only two sides are given. Two sides are known to us. That's why to find the third side, we need to apply Pythagoras theorem. Let us write now. So, by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square equal to the square of the hypotenuse equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. So here I am writing directly QR square is equal to PQ square plus PR square. PQ square plus PR square. Let us substitute the values. Here what is the value of QR?
25.
So QR square means 25 square. Here what is PQ?
7.
So PQ square means 7 square. Here what is PR? We don't know. So let us write PR as it is. So PR square also as it is. Now let us simplify. This is 25 square is
625.
625 is equal to 7 square is
49.
7 7 are 49 plus here PR square. So we need PR square. Let us send 49 to this side. So here PR square equal to 625 minus 49. Can anyone say how much is this?
576.
576. 576 PR square is 576 is whose numbers square?
24.
Yes, 24 square. So here PR square is 24 square. So we got PR is equal to 24 meters or centimeters?
Centimeters.
Centimeters. So here we got PR is equal to 24 centimeter. Now we are going to draw the triangle once again with all the three values. So here, right, here is P, that is 90 degrees, here is Q and here is R. Let us write the values here. PQ is 7 centimeter, QR is 25 centimeter and just now we got PR 24 centimeter. Now here you understand. First we are going to find tan Q. That means Q. You just imagine that you are standing at Q. You are at Q. Where are you now?
At Q.
At Q. If you are at Q, what is the opposite side?
PR.
PR. So this is opposite side. And what is adjacent?
QP.
QP. So this is adjacent. Then what is hypotenuse?
QR.
QR. So QR is hypotenuse. From this data, let us find tan Q. Tan Q. Tan Q equal to, what is the formula of tan Q?
Opposite side to theta by adjacent side to theta.
Right. Opposite side to theta. So simply I am writing opposite side by adjacent, not hypotenuse, adjacent side to theta. So here, what is the opposite side here? 24 by, for Q what is adjacent? 7. So tan Q is equal to 24 by 7. So let us take this as equation number 1. Clear? Now we are going to find tan R also. For that, here okay, here Q, here is P, 90 days, here is R. Now let us write the values also here. Here PQ is 7. See, these values are fixed. This is 25 and this is 24. Now you just imagine that you are at R. Where are you now? You are at R means what is the opposite side? PQ. So this is opposite side and this is adjacent side and this will be hypotenuse. Clear? So from this data, let us find tan R. So here I am writing tan R. Tan R equal to formula again. Opposite side to theta by adjacent side to theta. So here as you are taking R as theta, what is the opposite side here? 7. 7 by 24. So tan R is 7 by 24. This is equation number 2. Now here we came to the conclusion that we are going to find tan Q minus tan R. So let us take the value what is required to find tan Q minus tan R. Can anyone tell me what is tan Q value? 24 by 7 from equation 1. This is 24 by 7 minus what is tan R value?
7 by 24.
7 by 24. These two are since from equation 1 and 2. Now here, as there are two different values, LCM will be 7 into 24. 7 into 24. So 7, let us write here, 7 into 24. 7 get cancelled. 24 into 24 is 24 square is 576. So here 576 minus here 24 get cancelled. 7 into 7 or simply you can say 7 into 7 also. 7 jar 49. So let us see, 16 minus 9 is 7. So here 7, it is 6 minus 4 is 2. This 5 will be as it is. 527 by 7 4 jar 28. 2 is there. 7 2 jar 14 plus 2 16. Here I think so there will be no cancellation. So we can write the answer, tan Q minus tan R is equal to 527 by 168. So with this problem second one gets completed. Now let us see question number 3. In a right angle triangle ABC with right angle at B, in which small a equal to 24 units and small b equal to 25 units and angle BAC equal to theta. That means here you see angle at A is theta. Then find cos theta and tan theta. First let us draw right angle triangle at B. So here this position is to be given to B. This is fixed. Okay, right angle at B. A and C our wish. So here I am writing A here and then C here. Here angle at A will be theta. So here let us write this angle at A as theta. Now here you observe carefully, small a is equal to 24 units and small b equal to 25 units. Here what does it mean? What is the meaning of small a and what is the meaning of small a and also meaning of small b here? Here you see, you do understand that here how many vertices are there? In a triangle how many vertices are there? 3 vertices. Those are A, B and C. Is it clear? If I say AC, whom I left? B. So here whom I left, that can be taken as small b. Is it clear? Yes. So here if I take A and B, whom I left? C. So this can be taken as small c. Is it clear? Now here if I take B and C, whom I left now? A. So this is small a. That means length of the side BC is small a and length of the side AC is small b and length of the side AB is small c units. Is it clear? Now here can you tell me A equal to 24, where should I write now?
BC.
Yes, here BC is 24 units. Same way small b is 25. That is here AC. This is 25 units. You see here all the 3 sides, are they known to us? No. Which side is not known?
AB.
AB is not known. So what theorem can be applicable here?
Pythagoras.
Why should we apply Pythagoras theorem? To find the third side, that too it is a right angle triangle. Clear? So here let us apply Pythagoras theorem now. So by Pythagoras theorem, okay, here AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Let us substitute the values. Here AC value is 25. So it is 25 square is equal to AB value is not known. Let us write as it is. I am writing AB square as it is plus BC value is known as 24. So it is 24 square. What is the value of 25 square?
625.
625. This is 625 equal to AB square and 24 square is 576. Let us bring 576 this side. So here AB square will be 625 minus 576. On subtraction here you will get 49. 49 whose square? 7 square. Since 49 is 7 square, directly what is AB? 7 units. What is AB? 7 units. So here we can write 7 units. So separately we draw the triangle, then we write all the three. So here I am drawing separately. So here is B, here is C, here is A. Now let us write the values here. BC is
24.
here is theta. Okay, BC is here it is 24. This is 25 and this one just now we got it 7. Now let us see here. The required values are cos theta and tan theta. Clear? Okay. Now here what is the formula of cos theta? Adjacent side to theta by hypotenuse. Okay, here if you are at theta, what is the opposite side? 24, that is BC. And what is the adjacent side? AB, that is 7. And what is hypotenuse? AC, that is 25. Now substitute the values. Adjacent side is 7. 7 by hypotenuse is 25. So here cos theta we got as 7 by 25. So one bit over. Now let us see second bit now. That is tan theta. Here we will do. Here what is the formula of tan theta? Opposite side to theta by adjacent side to theta. So here for theta what is opposite side? 24. By adjacent side is 7. Therefore we get here tan theta is equal to 24 by 7. So finally we are going to conclude here. Let us write the values together. Therefore we have cos theta is equal to 7 by 25 and tan theta is equal to 24 by 7. With this problem 3 gets completed. Okay, now we see problem number 4. If cos A equal to 12 by 13, then find sin A and tan A. Before starting this problem, I would like to ask you formulas. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Right. What is sin theta formula? Sin theta.
Opposite side to theta by hypotenuse.
Opposite side to theta by hypotenuse. Yes. What is cos theta?
Adjacent side to theta by hypotenuse.
Yes. Tan theta.
Opposite side to theta by adjacent side to theta.
Okay. Cosecant theta. This is reciprocal of sin.
Hypotenuse by opposite side to theta.
Yes. Sriram. Secant theta.
Hypotenuse by adjacent side to theta.
Hypotenuse by adjacent side to theta. Cot theta.
Adjacent side to theta by opposite side to theta.
Right. So now here, let us see this question. Here this is cos A is given. So all of you say, what is cos A formula? Adjacent side to theta. Here what is the theta? A. So adjacent side to A by hypotenuse. So this is the adjacent side, this is the hypotenuse. So let us draw a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Right angled at, here it is A. So here I am taking right angled at B. I am taking A here and then C. Okay, now here you remember that whenever one of the trigonometric ratios is given, this is called trigonometric ratio. Okay, so the ratio can be taken in this way. How you observe? Given cos A is equal to 12 by 13. Here you do understand, this is the ratio whenever ratio is there, we have to take one alphabet. For example, here you can take this adjacent side as some 12k and hypotenuse as 13k, because this is the ratio. Okay, if suppose here 12 multiples may come, here 13 multiples may come. It is not exactly that is 12, this is 13. Is it clear? So let us write the formula first. What is Gaussian formula? Adjacent side to theta, theta means A, by here hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 12 by 13. Let us take some k, where k is any positive integer. Where k is any positive integer. Now here adjacent side will be here 12k. Adjacent side will be, actually here this is not equal to k, you should take 12k by 13k. 12 times k by 13 times k. Okay, now here adjacent side is 12k. Here in this triangle, if you stand at A, because here given thing is cos A, if you are at A, what is the adjacent side? AB is how much now? 12k. And for this triangle, what is hypotenuse? AC. How much is AC?
13k.
So here let us take 13k. Which side is not known to us? Opposite side, that is BC is not known. Which kind of triangle it is? Which theorem is applicable? Okay, so let us apply Pythagoras theorem now. By Pythagoras theorem, here, by Pythagoras theorem, what comes here?
Hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse square means AC square is equal to side square plus side square means AB square plus AB square plus BC square. Let us substitute the values. Here what is AC? 13k. So let us have 13k whole square. Same way AB square is not known. AB square is known, that is 12k whole square. BC square is not known. Let us write as it is. Clear? What is 13 square?
169.
169. What is k square?
140.
K square. K square is k square only. So what is 13k whole square? 169 k square. What is 12 square? 144. So k square plus BC square. Let us send 144 k square this side. So here that is BC square is equal to 169 k square minus 144 k square. So here on subtraction how much will get?
25
25
k square.
k square. So this is 5k whole square. This is BC square. On taking square roots both the sides, we get here BC is equal to 5k. So here let us write here by drawing it once again. Now here all the three values are known. Here is A, here B, C. Here AB is 12k. This is 12k. Here AC is 13k. Just now we got BC as
5k.
let us write here. Clear? Now same way we are at A, because you see it asks sin A and tan A, both the angles A only. So here you just imagine that, assume that you are at A, right? Now first you are going to write sin A. Sin A. What is the formula of sin A?
Opposite side of hypotenuse.
Opposite side to A by hypotenuse. So here for A, what is the opposite side?
BC.
BC. How much is BC?
5k.
5k. By for A, what is the hypotenuse? AC. What is AC?
13k.
13k. Now here as usual we can cancel k and k. So the answer is 5 by 13. So sin A is 5 by 13. Sin A we got as 5 by 13. Now is the problem over? No. So we found sin A. We need to find tan A also. So let us write here tan A. What is the formula of tan A?
Opposite side to theta by adjacent side to theta.
Opposite side to theta means here A we can write by adjacent side to A or theta. Here as the problem is A, we can say adjacent side to A only. Right. Now opposite side to A. If you are standing at A, what is the opposite side?
BC.
Those who get doubt, they can write here. Anyway, both the problems are with A. That's why here clearly we can mention this is the opposite side and this is adjacent side and this is hypotenuse. No doubt at all now. So directly we can write it. So opposite side is 5K by adjacent side is 12K. So on cancellation K and K, here we get 5 by 12. Therefore, we got tan A is equal to 5 by 12. So here we are asked to find two values. First one is
Sin A.
what is sin A?
5 by 30.
Second one is
Tan A.
what is tan A?
5 by 12.
Right. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now let us see question number 5. If 3 tan A equal to 4, then find sin A and cos A. So here, let us draw a right angle triangle ABC. ABC right angle at B. So let us write here given 3 tan A equal to 4. From this, can we find tan A?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tan A equal to
4 by
By
3.
3.
4 by 3. This 3 will go that side, it will become denominator. So here 4 by 3. Actually, what is the formula of tan A?
Opposite side to theta by adjacent side to theta.
Opposite side to theta or A by adjacent side to theta or A is equal to 4 by 3. So as usual, whenever one of the trigonometric ratios is given, we can take it as 4K by 3K. So whatever ratio is given, we have to take K. So 4K by 3K, here we can write where K is any positive integer. Okay. So here opposite side to A means here you just imagine that you are at A. Opposite side you are taking this as 4K. This is opposite side. And this is 3K. This is adjacent side. Now here what is not known to us?
Hypotenuse.
How can we find it?
By Pythagoras theorem.
By Pythagoras theorem. So here hypotenuse square means
AC square.
AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. So here let us substitute values. AC square is not known. Let us write it as it is. AB square. AB is how much?
3K whole
So here 3K as it is square 3K whole square. Same way BC square. BC how much?
4K.
4K. So BC square will be 4K whole square. So on simplification, we get AC square equal to 3 square is how much? 9. Again K square is K square. So 9K square. Again 4 square is 16 K square. 16K square. So on adding
25.
25
K square.
K square. 25K square is whose square?
5 square.
5 5K whole square. This is AC square. So on taking square roots both the sides, we'll get AC is equal to 5K. With this value, again we are going to draw the given triangle with all the three values. Here this is
Right angle.
B, right angle at B, this is A, this is C. Now here let us write the values. You are at angle A, right? Now here this is the opposite, that is 4K. This is the opposite side. And here this is
3K.
3K, that is adjacent side. and just now we got this as 5k, that is hypotenuse. Is the problem over? No. What to find?
Sin A and cos A.
Sin A. First let us find sin A, then we will go to cos A. Okay. So here first sin A. What is the sin A formula? Opposite side to opposite side to A by hypotenuse. So here what is the opposite side to A? BC. BC value how much? 4k. 4k by
5K.
5k. On cancellation k and k we get?
4
So here sin A is equal to 4 by 5. Right. Still what is there to find?
Cos A.
Cos A. What is cos A formula? Yes, adjacent side to A by hypotenuse. Right. What is adjacent side? AB. AB value is how much? 3k. 3k by what is hypotenuse? AC value is 5k. So kk get cancelled. So answer is
3 by 5.
Therefore here we got cos A is equal to
3 by 5.
Is the problem over?
Yes.
Okay. What is sin A value?
4 by 5.
What is cos A value?
3 by 5.
Right. Now we see question number 6. In a triangle ABC and triangle XYZ, if angle A and angle X are acute angles such that cos A equal to cos X, then show that angle A equal to angle X. So here we have to draw two right angle triangles. They are triangle ABC and triangle XYZ. So here first triangle is ABC and second one is XYZ. So let us label it as ABC. Here right angle at B. Here this one right angle at Y.
Y.
So here is B. Here is Y. So ABC, A, B and C. This is X, Y and Z. Okay, angle A and angle X are the acute angles. See here is angle A and here is angle X. Both are acute angles. Given condition, observe carefully. Cos A is equal to cos X. Finally, we have to prove angle A equal to angle X. First, let us write the given conditions first. Given in triangle ABC and triangle XYZ, what is given here? Angle A comma angle X are acute angles. These are acute angles. And also given cos A is equal to cos X. Now to prove, what to prove here? Angle A is equal to angle X. Is it clear? So to prove angle A equal to angle X, the target one, this is the main target. In order to reach it, if we are able to prove these two triangles are similar, then this can be reached. When two triangles are similar, their corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Sides are in proportion. Now here the first target is triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. This is what we need to prove. We consider the given condition. Here what is given? Cos A is equal to cos X. Here you see, what is the formula of cos A? Adjacent side to A. For A, what is the adjacent side? AB. So this is adjacent side and this is the opposite side, so that this one will be hypotenuse. So here what is cos A? Adjacent side to A by hypotenuse, means AB by AC. So here you can take AB by AC is equal to, here let us come back to this triangle. What is cos X here? adjacent side to x, adjacent side to x by hypotenuse, whereas this is opposite side. Okay, let us leave it for a while. So here adjacent side is xy by hypotenuse is xz. So here xy by xz. Let us take this value as some k. Say means let us assume. So now on cross multiplication, AB is equal to k times AC and xy equal to k times xz. So here I am writing. So on cross multiplication we get AB is equal to k times AC and xy is equal to k into k dot means k into k times xz. In future it will be helpful for us. So let us consider this as equation number 1. Now here in this triangle, so far we have used only adjacent side and hypotenuse only. One side is not used up to now. What is the side? Opposite side. That is what? BC. And here in this also YZ is not used. Clear? So here by applying the Pythagoras theorem, AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Then can you tell me what is BC square? BC square equal to AC square minus AB square. Is it clear? If hypotenuse square is required, we need to add their squares. If any one of them squares is required, we need to subtract the square. We need to subtract the squares of these two values. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Now can you tell me what is BC square?
AC minus AB.
AC square minus AB square, not simply AC minus AB. Clear? So here I am taking here as BC square. What is BC square value? AC square minus AB square. Clear? So this is the value of BC square. If I want only BC, it will be under root. Is it clear? Same way, here you come back to this one. What is YZ square? XZ square minus XY square. If I want only YZ, under root will come. Clear? Now here I am finding, instead of these two, I am finding here at a time BC by YZ is equal to under root AC square minus AB square by under root XZ square minus XY square. Any doubt in this step?
No, sir.
No. Right here. Now let us substitute the values. I am writing AC square as it is minus in place of AB. What can we write? K into AC. But here AB square is there. So I am writing K into AC whole square. Clear? And here XZ square I am writing as it is minus in place of XY. XY can be replaced with K into XZ. As it is square, I am writing K into XZ whole square. Is it clear? And this under root is there. Under root we maintain the same. Right. Here also under root. Right. Now here this is AC square minus K square AC square. I am taking AC square common. So here AC square I am taking as common. So if from here to here root can be splitted up to AC square one root, and here if I take AC square common, here what is left? Here AC square completely it went off as common. Here what is left in this place? 1 is left. So 1 minus, here understand, K square AC square. I took AC square common. Here what is left? K square is left. Same way here also in this XZ square is there minus K square XZ square is there. In these two I am taking XZ square common, so that here square root will be splitted. So here up to here 1 square root and here remaining 1. xz square I have taken that as common. Here what is left? 1 is left. Minus, in this k square xz square I have taken xz square common. Here what is left? K square is left. Here you understand carefully that this 1 minus k square under root 1 minus k square under, they get cancelled. Clear? And moreover, under root this square, here square and root, they both also get cancelled. So finally here we get BC by YZ is equal to, here simply AC by XZ. Is it clear? Understanding? So let us take this as equation number 2, and again you come back to 1 once again. From equation 1, AB by XY equal to K into AC by K into XZ. So let us write AB by XY equal to K into AC by K into XZ. Here which one will get cancelled? K and K get cancelled. So here what do we get? AB by XY equal to? Here same AC by XZ equal to?
BC by XY.
So let us take this as equation number 3. So from 2 and 3, see here, observe carefully. BC by YZ also AC by XZ. AB by XY also AC by XZ. That means AB by XY, BC by YZ and AC by XZ. All the three are equal. So here we can write AB by XY is equal to BC by YZ is equal to CA by XZ or AC by XZ. Is it clear? This step you compare with the given triangles. Observe carefully. AB by XY. AB by XY equal to BC by YZ. Here AC by that means 3 of the sides, their corresponding sides are in proportion. Is it clear? So we can write by side. Yes. Similarity criterion. We can say triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. Here is where is the target one. Clear? When two triangles are similar, their corresponding angles are equal. So we can write that their corresponding angles are equal. Their corresponding angles are equal. If I take here angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C equal to what is required for us? We write only that angle A is equal to angle X, hence proved. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
With this problem 6 gets completed. Now we see question number 7. Given cot theta equal to 7 by 8, then evaluate. There are 2 bits. First bit is 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Second bit 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. So here first let us draw a right angle triangle. Here as it is not mentioned here A, B, C, P, Q, R, so we can label it with any letter. So here I am taking this as A, B, C, and moreover here I am taking theta. If I take theta here, now let us see what is the formula of cot theta. Given cot theta is equal to how much is given? 7 by 8. Can you say cot theta formula?
Yes, sir.
What is that? Adjacent side to theta by opposite side to theta, that is 7 by 8 actually. One of the trigonometric ratios is given, we can take this as 7k by 8k. Here where k is any, here observe once, I said earlier it may be any positive integer, but in fact it may be any positive number. It is not necessary that okay it should be integer only. So here k is any positive number. Means here it may be in decimals also. K may be in decimals. It's not a problem. So let us write the values here. Adjacent side can be taken as 7k. So here this is the adjacent side. So this is 7k. And for theta, what is the opposite side? BC. That is 8k. So now we need to find hypotenuse. That is AC. By applying what theorem?
Pythagoras theorem.
So let us apply Pythagoras theorem here. By Pythagoras theorem, AC square equal to AB square. So here directly I am writing AB square is 7k whole square, right? So it is 7k whole square plus BC square. BC means 8k. So BC square will be 8k whole square. What is 7 square? 49. Again k square. 49k square plus what is 8 square? 64. Then again k square. 64k square. Let us add 49 and 64 so that here we get AC square equal to, here this is 113 k square. In fact 113 is not a perfect square. So here what can be done? AC is equal to, let us take under root 113, whereas under root k square is k. So it is under root 113k. This root is there up to 113 only. It is not there for k because under root k square is k. Is it clear? Now we got AC also. So let us write this value there. So it will be under root 113k. This is hypotenuse. Clear? And this is opposite side and this is adjacent side. Now first, before entering this problem, let us make ready with these values. Sin theta is required, cos theta is required. So first let us write the sin theta value. Sin theta formula is opposite side to theta by hypotenuse. Here what is opposite side? 8k. By what is hypotenuse? Under root 113k. Here what get cancelled? K get cancelled. So what is left here? 8 by under root 113. This is the value of sin theta. So sin theta is ready. Next what else? Cos theta is required. So here cos theta is equal to adjacent side to theta by hypotenuse. So cos theta will be, what is adjacent side? 7k by under root 113k. So let us cancel k and k. So here cos theta is 7 by under root 113. So cos theta value is also ready. Now we are going to find the values of first bit and second bit. Now here first one, let us see. There are two ways of solving first one. There are two ways. Let us see first one. Let us substitute these values directly. See 1 plus sin theta means 8 by under root 113 into, again this is 1 minus 8 by under root 113 by, again 1 plus what is cos theta? 7 by under root 113 into 1 minus 7 by under root 113. Clear? Now here I told you that two ways are there. First way is multiply 1 into 1 is 1. 1 into minus 8 by under root 13, minus 8 by under root 13, plus 8 by under root 113 into 1, 8 by under root 113, plus into minus, minus 8 by under root 113 into 8 by under root 113. The same way here numerator or denominator also can be done. But here I would like to tell you easiest way, that is second method. That is what? A plus B into A minus B. What is the formula?
A square minus B square.
A square minus B square. Here A means 1. Clear? So here A square means 1 square minus B square means 8 by under root 113 whole square divided by, here I am keeping equal to, divided by, here same A plus B into A minus B. So here A square minus B square means under root 113 whole square. Let us simplify this. 1 square is 1 minus, what is 8 square? 64 by under root 113 whole square is 113, because the square root and square they both get cancelled. It is 113 by here 1 square is 1, 7 square is 49 by here 113. Is it clear? Now here 113 will be the LCM. 113 113 minus 64 is 49. Here you see, on adding 49 and 64 we got 113. Understand carefully. On adding 49 and 64 is 113. Now can you tell me what is 113 minus 49? 64. What is 113 minus 64? 49. Is it clear? So let us write directly. 113 minus 64 is 49 by 113. By 113 minus 49 is 64 by 113. So here let us cancel under 113 and 113. If you just write into and make it reciprocal the denominator, then also they both will get cancelled. So here finally we got 49 by 64. 49 by 64. Is the problem over? No. One more bit is there. That is second one. Let us do second bit. That is 1 plus sin theta by 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. So here I am writing 1 as it is. What is the value of sin theta?
8
by under root 113 by cos theta value 7 by under root 113. Here what is the LCM? Under root 113 is LCM. So root 113 into 1, root 113 into 1, root 113 only. Clear? Plus 8, let us write as it is, by root 113 divided by. So here whenever you are writing divided by, you should change the position of equal to. It should be exactly opposite to this, as it is the numerator. Now denominator also I am writing 7 by root 113. Can anyone tell me which one will get cancelled here? Root 113 and root 113. These two. Can we cancel these two? No, we should cancel these two. Which one? This denominator and this denominator. Now here what is left? Under root 113 plus 8 by 7. So 49 by 64 is the answer for the first bit. Under root 113 plus 8 by 7 is the answer for the second bit. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now we see question number 8. In a right angle triangle ABC, right angle is at B. So here let us draw a right angle triangle ABC. This is the right angle triangle ABC, right angle at B. So here we can take A here, or A here, C there, or else C here, A there. So here I am taking A, I am taking C here. Now let us write what is given, tan A. Tan A equal to root 3. So angle is here. So let us write first, given ABC is a right angle triangle at B. Also given tan A. Tan A is equal to root 3 is given. Root 3 can be written as root 3 by 1. Root 3 by 1. Actually what is tan A formula? Opposite side to A by adjacent side to A. Adjacent side to A. That is root 3 by 1. As usual, if one of the trigonometric ratios is given, we can take along with that K. It is root 3 K by 1 into K. That is K. here we can write where k is any positive number, any positive number, right? So here I am writing the values. I am writing opposite side to A. What is opposite side to A? BC. BC can be written as root 3k. And what is adjacent side?
AB.
AB is given as 1k. So let us write 1k. What is to be found now here? AC, hypotenuse, right? By applying Pythagoras theorem. So we can write by Pythagoras theorem. Okay. AC square equal to AB square means 1k square. We can write 1k whole square plus BC square means root 3k whole square. On simplification, what is 1 square? 1k square. K. So 1 into k square plus root 3 square. 3. Square root and square they both get cancelled. Root 3 square. 3. So 3 into again k square is k square. Now can you tell me 1k square means k square. K square plus 3k square is 4k square. This is 4k square. Now here AC square is equal to 4k square. I am writing as a single terms square. What will come here? 2 along with that 2k. So it is 2k whole square. That is only 4k square. Because 2 square is 4, k square is k square. Is it clear? So here on cancelling the squares, both the sides, AC is equal to 2k. So here let us write 2k at the place of AC. Right? Now here you need to understand that what are the required values? Sin A, cos C plus cos A, sin C. Same way cos A, cos C minus. That means here you do understand that we have to draw the triangle 2 times. One is with respect to A, another one is with respect to C. So here first I am drawing one of the triangles with A. That means when we take angle at A, suppose if I take angle at A, so here then BC will be the opposite side and AB will be adjacent side, AC will be hypotenuse. Clear? And we know the values also, lateral values also. This is 1k, this is root 3k, this is 2k. Clear? Now here I would like to find what are the requirements sin A and cos A. From this we will find sin A and cos A also. Sin A is equal to formula.
Opposite side to A by hypotenuse.
Opposite side to A by hypotenuse. Here what is the opposite side? Root 3k by 2k. Root 3k by 2k. So on cancellation k and k, it will be root 3 by 2 finally. So let us write here root 3k by 2k. On cancellation k and k, we get root 3 by 2. Is it clear? So here sin A is ready. Now what is required? Cos A. So in the same moment we will find cos A also. Cos A is equal to formula. Adjacent side to A, that is AB, that is 1k, by hypotenuse is 2k. So we can write this as 1k by 2k. So here on cancellation k and k, we get 1 by 2. Now here the same triangle we are going to draw, but with respect to C. Same here, everything, values, everything is same. Here right angle is at B only. Is it straight? Hypotenuse should be straight. Okay. Now here is A, here is C. Now the angle is at C. Here we are. Now let us write the values. This is root 3k, this is 1k and this is 2k. That means values will not be changed. What will be changed here? Only opposite side, adjacent side and hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is fixed. Now here if you are at C, what is the opposite side? AB. Now here I am writing opposite side. Observe carefully. Earlier here I wrote adjacent. Now it become opposite. Now here for C, what is adjacent side? BC. This is adjacent side. In both the cases, this is only hypotenuse. Is it clear? Now by using this, I am going to find sin C and cos C also. So let us write here sin C value. Sin C formula.
Opposite side to C by
Yes, opposite side to C means 1k. 1k by 2k. 1k by 2k. On cancellation of k's, I am writing 1 by 2. Is it clear? Same way, cos C. Cos C formula.
adjacent side to C by
Adjacent side to C. How much is that? Root 3k by 2k. K get cancelled. How much you will get? Root 3 by 2. Clear? Now we have all the values. Sin A is root 3 by 2. Cos A is 1 by 2. Sin C is 1 by 2. Cos C is. Now we are going to enter the problem. Now here we are going to substitute here. So first bit is sin A into cos C plus cos A into sin C. Let us substitute the values here. Sin A value root 3 by 2. Don't be confused while taking the values. Sin A means sin A cos A values are here. Sin C cos C values are here. Is it clear? Now tell me clearly, what is sin A?
root 3 by 2.
Root 3 by 2 into what is cos C? Root 3 by 2. Clear? Plus what is cos A?
1 by 2.
1 by 2. What is sin C?
1 by 2.
1 by 2. Let us simplify this. Root 3 into root 3.
3.
Root 3 into root 3 whole square. On square root get cancelled, then it will become 3. Clear? Tell me again, root 3 into root 3 simply? 3. So root 3 into 3, root 3 into root 3 is 3. 2 2s are 4 plus 1 1s are 2 2s are. Here what is the LCM? Here what will come? 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4 by 4 is 1. So here, so that first one, that is sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. We got it as 1 because here you see 4 get cancelled one time. So here first bit is over. Now we will see second bit now. Second bit is cos A. Here we will do it. Here we will do second bit. Okay. Second bit is say cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. Let us substitute the values now. Once again I am reminding you, sin A cos A values here, don't be confused. Sin C cos C values here. Right. Cos A 1 by 2 into cos C root 3 by 2 minus sin A root 3 by 2 into sin C 1 by 2. Now let us multiply 1 into root 3. Say root 3 by 2 2s are 4 minus root 3 into 1 root 3 by 2 2s are 4. Here you observe plus root 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 4, they both get cancelled. If not, you can, if you take LCM, 4 is the LCM. Numerator what will come? Root 3 minus root 3, that is 0. 0 by 4 is 0. Anyway, if you cancel or if you simplify, you will get this answer as 0. So here let us write clearly cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. This value is 0. So here with this second bit is also completed. Finally, you tell me here sin A cos C plus cos A sin C is 1. Cos A into cos C minus sin A into sin C is 0. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Right. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like, share and subscribe our channel. And please do not forget to press the bell button so that you will get the notifications from our channel. Thank you very much.